Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another episode of Volunteer Patrol. So in this particular patrol, I'm heading back to our fuel depot. It's off of a major interstate that runs through Central Florida, and I'm traveling westbound on this particular road. Now this road, interstate, runs pretty much through the corridor, the heart of Florida, Central Florida. Many of you guys have traveled it, especially heading to Disney or SeaWorld or any of the theme parks, and that's Interstate 4. I'm traveling, like I said, westbound in a marked unit. I'm wrapping up a day of patrol, and I'm heading this direction. Traffic's pretty good, no issues, free flowing. When I look over to my left and I see a one smashed up car in the middle of the road and another smashed up car off into the grass median. It caught me totally by surprise. I didn't actually witness the crash, but it had just occurred. So unfortunately, where this was located, we drive a Chevy Impala, which is a car. For those of you guys who don't know what that patrol car looks like, we can't go off-road really much with that unit. So I had to go over a bridge, and of course I'm calling out to my dispatch that, hey, there is a motor vehicle crash, at least 2 vehicles, unknown injuries at this time. So I was able to get past this bridge, and luckily the median it was still a pretty steep ditch, but it was more of a U-shape at the bottom, but it was a pretty wide U-shape, so it wasn't real bad, and it was real dry, so there wasn't any mud or water to have to worry about. So at that point, activated the overhead lights, went through the grass median, came up the other side, and had to travel eastbound on this interstate to get back to the scene of the crash. Arrive on scene, the vehicle was actually in the middle of the interstate, and I do believe it was upside down. And then the vehicle that was struck was off to the left, so it was actually in the grass median off the left-hand side. And the vehicle that was off in the median was a convertible with the top down, so thank goodness that vehicle did not flip over as the other vehicle had. I believe the other vehicle that flipped was a PT Cruiser. Again, this was a while ago, so it does kind of skip my mind what the vehicles were. So I positioned the vehicle. Obviously, we've got the middle lane blocked, and then pretty much the left 2 lanes are blocked. In that particular part of I-4, there is it kind of had widened out. There was a on-ramp right in that area from a local road, so there was an on-ramp there. There was a pretty wide safety lane there, emergency lane, and then there was still a far right lane open, but I had to shut down the middle, and then basically the 2 left, and then the shoulder emergency lane off to the left. Position my patrol vehicle there, call out, and then dispatch actually advises that is actually not our jurisdiction, that it actually falls back onto the city jurisdiction, City of Orlando jurisdiction. Luckily, I think dispatched City of Orlando units, or let City of Orlando know that they had an accident. At that point, multiple City of Orlando units respond to my location. They, again, kind of set up behind my vehicle. There's a local road safety program. They're called Road Rangers. They responded, and then obviously fire rescue also responded. There was no injuries, thank goodness. Everybody was okay. But a couple of points to point out about this story. While I was there directing traffic all by myself, you would not believe the number of upset drivers. Many of them were cussing me, explaining why did I have to shut down all the lanes. I just kind of looked at the vehicle and shrugged my hands like, look at the vehicle, it's in the middle of the road. What do you expect me to do? Just very not so nice people out there on the road. You guys know that. The number of road rage and stuff that was happening, number of people honking their horns. It was just out of all the actions I've ever worked, that was probably the scariest that I've worked, because I was there just by myself. This was a major interstate, and a lot of people on this interstate drive like banshees anyways. They're idiots, and just very unsafe for us. And I just felt very vulnerable at that point. But it just shocked me at the number of people who were upset with me because I had to shut down the interstate. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It's the safety of us. It's the safety of you. By all means, I could have kept that wide open until the correct jurisdiction arrived, or until the fire engines arrived, and allow you to plow into the wrecked vehicles, or allow you to drive over the broken glass, allow you to drive over the debris that could pop holes in your tires. By all means, I could do that, but obviously I don't. And obviously, you don't want that either for most of you. But just very shocked at the number of people that were not very happy. Second part of this story, unfortunately, the convertible was a brand new convertible. I want to say it was a Mercedes convertible, brand new. The driver and passenger had literally just picked this vehicle up from Clearwater, Florida, from a dealership. We're on their way back, and I don't know exactly where they lived. I mean, the ink on the temp tag hadn't even dried yet. That's how fresh and new this vehicle was, and it was totaled. Very severe damage was done to the vehicle, but thankful nobody was hurt. Vehicles can be replaced, lives cannot. So I hope you guys like that story. I hope you guys like this version of the video. I'm actually using my extension mic. The microphone's a little bit closer to my mouth. I hope it's a little crisper. The distance that the camera, as you guys can see, as it always rides on my dash, is about probably a good foot away from where I'm sitting and where my mouth is. But now with this microphone, it's less than a couple inches away from me. So I hope you guys enjoy this quality video. I appreciate you guys continuing to watch these videos, and stay safe out there, and we'll catch you in the next one.